Hello. Grab a tall, comfortable seat, whatever that looks like for you. Roll your shoulders back. Lengthen through your spine, the back of the neck, top of the head. Take a big breath in. Big breath out. And close your eyes. In today's practice, we will be focusing on the second energy center in the body, the Sacral Chakra or the Swadhisthana chakra. This chakra is located 3 inches below your navel, so at the center of your lower belly, and the element associated with it is water. Swadhisthana is the chakra of life, of sex, pleasure, and it's all about sensuality, creativity, flow, flexibility, and fun. Take a big breath in. Sigh it out. We'll begin to circle our torso to the right. So on your next inhale, lean forward, circling to the right, exhaling when you lean back. Keep your eyes closed if you can, tuning into your inner world, beginning to get the womb waters flowing here. Inhale when you lean forward, exhale when you lean back. Coming back to center. Switch the cross of your legs, so bring the opposite leg on top. Sit up nice and tall, big breath in. Big breath out. Then begin circling your torso to the left. Inhaling when you lean forward, exhaling when you lean back. Because the element associated with this chakra is water, we will be doing a bit of a flow practice today. Moving the body fluidly, freely, and getting into some hip openers. Coming back to center. Roll the shoulders back. And when you're ready, make your way slowly onto your hands and knees, moving mindfully. Roll your shoulders back, tuck the toes under. Engaging the core, and on your next inhale, arch the back, look up. Exhale, draw the belly in, curve the spine, tuck the chin, maybe lean back a bit. Inhale, arch the back, look up towards the sky, let the belly drop, and then exhale, draw the belly in, curve the spine, completely emptying of breath. You can begin to play with a bit of movement here. As you inhale, you can stick with the standard cat-cow we're doing now, or you can begin to make some circles with the torso, play with leaning forward, leaning backwards. Kind of just listening to your body, finding what feels good here and connecting it with your breath. If you're making circles with your torso, you can switch directions now. Finish up your last cycle of breath here and then come back into a tabletop position. Walk your hands one hand length in front, roll the shoulders back, big breath in. And on the exhale, downward facing dog. Keep a nice bend in the knees, pushing the mat away with your hands, let the neck relax fully. Big breath in, big breath out. Inhale, begin to roll through the spine, coming into plank pose. Engage your core. Exhale, bend the knees, push back to downward facing dog. Relax the neck. Inhale, lift up onto the toes, roll through the spine. Plank pose. Exhale, bend the knees, push back to downward facing dog. Let the heels push down. Inhale, roll through the spine. Plank pose. Exhale, bend the knees, push back, downward facing dog. One more time with your breath. Inhale, roll through the spine, holding plank pose. Exhale, bend the knees, downward facing dog. Push the mat away with your hands. Big breath in, big breath out. And then begin to slowly walk your feet towards your hands. Again, moving mindfully until your feet are hip distance apart. Forward fold, bend the knees, relax the neck. You can hold your arms elbow to elbow, nod your head yes and no. Inhale, flat back, reach the arms behind you. Engage your core. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, flat back again, reach the arms behind you. Exhale, let the body sink and melt. Bend the knees. Inhale, one more time, flat back, reach the arms back. Exhale, bend the knees, forward fold. Deep bend in the knees this time, roll up one vertebrae at a time. Coming into mountain pose. Roll your shoulders back, feet hip distance apart. Big breath in, big breath out. Inhale, lift your arms above your head. Exhale, swan dive forward. Inhale, lifts the body, flat back, halfway lift. Engage your tummy muscles. Exhale, fold. Plant the hands, step back to plank. You can have your knees up or you can have your knees down. Push forward on the toes, lower all the way down to the belly. Inhale, lift the spine, hands beside your ribs. Baby cobra. Exhale, tuck the toes, push up through plank to downward facing dog. One cycle of breath here. On your next inhale, bring your right knee towards your nose and step your right foot in between your hands. Lower the left knee to the ground and you can keep the left toes tucked or untucked. On your next inhale, raise your arms above your head. Imagine you're holding a big beach ball, so your shoulders are relaxed. There's space between your ears and your shoulders. And begin to pull the right hip back, left hip forward. Inhale, little back bend. Exhale, plant the hands, frame your front foot. Lift your left knee and take a huge step forward, forward fold. Inhale, lift the back, reach the arms behind you. Exhale, forward fold. Plant the hands. Step back to plank pose. Inhale here. On your exhale, lower down to your belly. Untuck the toes, hands beside your low ribs. Inhale, lift the chest, baby cobra. Exhale, release. Inhale, push through plank to downward facing dog. One cycle of breath here. Inhale, bring the left knee to your nose, step it in between your hands. Lower the right knee down. Inhale, rise up. Pull the left hip back, right hip forward. And again, imagine you're holding a big beach ball in your hands. Inhale, little back bend. Exhale, plant your hands to frame your front foot. Inhale, lift the back knee and take a huge step forward, forward fold. Knees are bent. Inhale, halfway lift, reach the arms behind you. Exhale, bend the knees, forward fold. Deep bend in the knees, come up through chair pose as you rise and inhale. Exhale, hands to heart center, mountain pose. Take a moment, take a breath, and bring your attention to your low belly, the area of the sacral chakra. Then when you're ready, release your hands by your side and step the feet nice and wide apart, bigger than hip distance. Bring your hands onto your hips and begin circling your hips to the right. Nice big circles. Again, connecting with your breath, just like we did in Sufi grind. Inhale when the hips come forward. Exhale when they push back. Just noticing, taking stock, how this feels. And then switch directions. Inhale when the hips come forward. Exhale when the hips come back. Finishing up your last cycle of breath and coming back to mountain pose. Inhale, arms above your head. Exhale, swan dive forward. Inhale, halfway lift, reach the arms behind you, flat back, shoulder blades together. Exhale, bend the knees, plant the hands. This time, step back to downward facing dog. Inhale, lift your right leg to the sky, opening up through the hip, and then bending the right knee. Pushing into both hands equally, begin to circle the right knee in one direction, and then the other direction. Straighten that right leg in the air again. Turn your hips down and bring the right knee towards your nose, coming into pigeon pose. Make sure your left leg is directly behind you, and then inhale, come onto your fingertips, lengthening through your spine, drawing in your navel. Exhale, if you like, you can fold forward, walking your hands in front of you, or resting your forehead on your forearms, tuning into your breath. Stay here in pigeon pose unless you're finding this is painful today and not really working in your body. If that's the case, come onto your back, cross your right foot over your left knee. You can hold there, or you can thread your hands behind your left leg and gently draw your left knee into your chest. So that's an option if pigeon pose isn't working today. Find what works for you and close your eyes and breathe there as we stretch into the hips. One more cycle of breath here. Inhale through the nose. Exhale through the nose. And then gently begin to push up onto your hands. Tuck your left toes under and slowly push back to downward facing dog. Inhale, lift the left leg to the sky. Open through the hip and bend the left knee, pushing into both hands equally. Begin to circle your left knee in one direction. And then switch other direction. Straighten your left leg in the air. Turn the hips to face forward as you draw the left knee to your nose. And come into pigeon pose on the other side. Inhale, lengthen through the spine, sit up tall. Exhale, fold the body forward, reaching the arms in front or stacking them under your forehead. Pull the shoulders away from the ears, relax the muscles in the face, unclench the jaw. Again, staying here if it works for you, but every body's different, so if it's not feeling right, come onto your back, cross the left leg over the right knee, hold there, or thread your hands in behind your right leg and gently draw your knee into your chest. Wherever you are, close your eyes and notice your breath without judgment. Is it deep, shallow? Can you lengthen it? On your next inhale, gently push up onto the hands. Tuck your right toes under, take a big breath in, and exhale, push back to downward facing dog. big breath in here, and on the exhale, lower the knees onto the mat nice and wide. Untuck the toes and push back to child's pose. Close your eyes, take a breath, allow the body to relax here. I was super lucky to study the chakra system in Rishikesh, India, at a school called Nada Yoga School. And I was taught there that when the sacral chakra is out of alignment, some physical blocks you may experience are chronic low back pain, ovarian cysts, UTIs, impotence, pain during intercourse, and other pelvic lower abdominal issues. And mentally, a blocked sacral energy can be associated with addiction, repressed emotions, and a lack of creative energy, as well as dependency or codependency on other people or substances, feeling numb or out of touch with yourself, anxiety, panic attacks, and overindulgence. So super common stuff, but when the sacral chakra is in healthy alignment, you'll be able to source energy for creativity, movement, procreation, desire, pleasure, and relationships. On your next inhale, draw the belly in, roll up through the spine. Exhale and come to a seated position. We are going to take our left knee, bend it in front of us, take a peek at me, and then cross the right leg on top. So the knees are stacked and in line, and the feet are also in line with each other. And then sitting up nice and tall, the core is active, navel is drawn up and in towards the spine, and you're grounding through your sit bones. This is a super deep hip opener called cow face pose or Gomukhanasana. So if this is just not an option in your body, like it just hurts or too tight in the hips, that's really normal. Come to a regular cross-legged position and then reach the hands in front with the right leg on top. If you're finding this is a good stretch for you, then stay in Gomukhanasana. Sit up nice and tall, inhale. And then if your body allows, you can begin to fold forward into this position, reaching the hands in front. But find what works for you. My hips are feeling pretty tight today, so I'm just gonna stay sitting nice and tall with a straight back, straight spine. And that's always an option. Wherever you are, come back to a tall seated position. Reach the arms behind you and bring the legs in front with the feet planted. We'll begin to windshield wipe the knees from side to side, nice and slow. And then we'll try it on the other side. So bend the right knee and cross the left on top. Knees are stacked, feet are in line. Straight spine, grounding through your sit bones, engaging the navel, shoulders relaxed. You can stay here, or maybe you want to fold forward if the body allows you to. Or if you did so on the other side, then just sit cross-legged with the left leg on top and reach the hands forward. Whatever version of this posture you've chosen today, notice how your body's feeling. Notice if there are some sticky areas, some tight areas. And if there are, then imagine sending your breath to those places in your body. Close your eyes, just a couple more cycles of breath here. Slowly make your way to a seated position. Bring the legs out in front and windshield wipe the legs from side to side. Then bring your legs in front, soles of the feet on the mat, knees are bent. We're going to slowly roll down onto our backs, tuck the chin, lowering down. Walk the feet as wide as your mat and let the knees fall in together. If you did the day one practice for the root chakra, then you already know that each chakra has a seed sound associated to it. Seed sounds are one-syllable sounds that, when said aloud, activate the energy of the associated chakra. The seed sound associated to the sacral chakra is VAM. It's spelled V-A-M, but it's pronounced V-U-M. VAM. VAM purifies and connects to the water element. So we are going to chant it a couple times. You can join in with me, or you can just listen while focusing on the area above your pubic bone and the lower belly, lower sacrum, the area of the sacral chakra. And you can keep your feet wide and knees falling in together here, or you can just bend the knees and lay on your back. Or you could even come into a seated position. This is your practice. So when you're ready, close your eyes. Take a big breath in. Exhale, chant VAM. Focusing on the area of the sacral chakra. Inhale. VAM. Big breath in. VAM. Inhale. VAM. One more time, all together. Inhale. VAM. You can open your eyes. If you're seated, come to lie on your back, and we'll all stretch our legs and roll onto our left side. Bring the right leg up in front, so take a peek at me if you need. The right leg is stretched, so we're drawing the hip down. And then you're going to come into a twist, so your arms are stretched out like a T and you're looking away from your right leg. This is a stretch for the IT band, which is a thick band of tissue that runs along the outside of your leg from your hip to the outer shin bone just below the knee. If this is not feeling good though, you can come into any twist you like. Then when you're ready, turn your gaze back towards your legs and slowly make your way onto your back. Stretch the legs and roll onto your right side. Bring the left leg up. The left leg is stretched straight as we open through the chest, twisting to the left, turning your gaze away from your top leg and drawing that left hip down. Again, if this doesn't feel good, come into any type of twist you like. Close your eyes and take a few breaths. Slowly turn your gaze back towards your top leg and make your way onto your back, moving slowly and mindfully. Draw the knees into your chest, give yourself a nice big hug. Thank you, body. I love you, body. Hands come to the insides of the legs, reaching for the bottom of the feet, outsides of the ankle, or you can take your middle and index finger and wrap them around your big toe. Coming into happy baby. Feel free to hold still, or if it feels good, you can rock from side to side here while your tailbone and shoulders are pressed down against the mat. Breathing deeply here, in and out through the nose. On your next exhale, release your legs, bring your knees into your chest, and then plant the feet on your mat. Let the soles of the feet meet as the knees draw open to reclined butterfly, Baddha Konasana. You can do whatever feels good with your arms here, but I like to bring my hands onto my low belly so the hands make kind of a diamond shape. And then I'll ask that you close your eyes if you feel safe to do so, and begin some deep belly breathing, inhaling and exhaling through the nose. Inhale, the belly rises. Exhale, the belly falls. Inhale, the belly rises. Exhale, the belly falls. Breathing deep belly breaths through the second chakra, continuing at your own pace. Consider all the pain and all the pleasure you have ever experienced as waves on a very deep ocean, which you are. From the depths, witness those waves rolling along so bravely, always changing, beautiful in their self-sustaining power. Marvel that once you identified with only the surface of this ocean. Now embrace waves, depths, undersea mountains, out to the farthest shore. Making our way into Shavasana, straightening the legs and arms beside you. Don't be afraid to take up space with your body, with your breath, and close your eyes. We'll begin to visualize an orange light at the area of the Sacral Chakra, 3 inches below your belly button. Allow this warm orange light to become larger, expanding until it surrounds your entire body. Now allow this warm orange light to expand outside of your body, filling the room around you, connecting you to the collective energy of the universe. Bringing your attention back to your lower belly. Visualize this orange light returning back to this area. Now imagine this orange light spinning clockwise, a spinning orange wheel. Focus on this area with the intention to free it of any congestion, so your body's energy can flow freely and effortlessly. Slowly coming back to the room, wiggling your fingertips and toes, nodding head from side to side. Press the palms together. Bring your thumbs to the space between your eyebrows. You've just completed day 2 of the 7-day Chakra Yoga series. Thanks for being here. And don't forget to drink some water today. Love you.